In this lesson, we'll review a math question from the problem solving section. We're on page 798, question 11 out of 16. This is in the middle of the section. It's a moderate problem. In the xy coordinate plane, M is reflection of line L about the x-axis. If the slope of M is negative 4/5, what is the slope of L? This is a common question type, and it literally takes 10 seconds to solve, but I want to explain what reflection means. So on the xy coordinate plane, if we have two lines, all right, so let's say, and also you should be able to recognize slope-intercept form. So if we have an equation, y equals 2x plus 7, that's given in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So just to review, the slope is this coefficient, if it's in this form, so the slope is 2. And the y-intercept, that's where it crosses the y-axis, is 7. And the x-intercept, that's where it crosses the x-intercept. I know in school a lot of times you'll set it to 0 and solve, but an easy way to find the x-intercept is take the y-intercept over the slope and just change the sign. So we have the y-intercept is 7 over 2. We'll change the sign, so that would be the x-intercept. Just keep that in mind. So if we're going to sketch this out, we know that it has an upward slope of 2. Y-intercept would be 7. So let's see, approximate, let's just call, I'm just giving you a rough estimate how to sketch this. I'm taking a lot more time than it does to solve this, but I just want to go over the rules. So if that's 7, this point here, and this would be like negative 7/2, and it would look something like that. That would be this line, all right? Now, if we're told it's the reflection, if you ever see this question like it appears here, it is always going to ask about the x-axis. Conceivably, it could be around the y, but I've never seen it. It's always about the x. That means that the reflecting line, it's literally, think of a reflection, a mirror. It's the mirror image. So it would share the same x-intercept. That's what about the x-axis means, but everything else is just the reflection, it's the opposite sign. So here, for this line that I just drew, this point here would be negative 7. That's the y-intercept. And then the slope is not 2, the slope is negative 2. Just remember, reflection is the opposite sign. It would share the x-intercept. So for this problem, simply, if you take a look at, we are given that the slope is negative 4/5. Right away, the slope is always going to be opposite. It doesn't matter if it's about the x or y, and it's always about the x anyway. It is simply 4/5. That's it. That's all this question is. It's B. Keep in mind, sometimes you'll be given an equation, and what if the question said, what's the equation of the reflection? Then the equation would be y. We want the opposite slope, negative 2x, opposite y-intercept. That would be the equation. And if you notice, in both these equations, the x-intercept is the same, negative 7/2. That's it for this problem. One last point. Sometimes you'll see on the test, instead of the word reflection, what if the two lines are perpendicular? Perpendicular, I want you to remember this, and you probably know already, that is going to be the negative inverse, the negative reciprocal. So here, if we have the slope of 2, negative reciprocal, that would be negative 1/2. That's the difference between perpendicular and reflection. So I know I went over a lot of concepts here. Hopefully it was just a review for most of you, but this question, if you ever see it, is very straightforward. It is simply the opposite sign. It is negative 4/5 B. And by the way, we do have positive 5/4, which would be perpendicular, but that's not what the question's asking for. In A, we want the reflection, so it's B. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.